of the court, even if you disagree. So in my mind, lawmakers for this month should not be allowed to take a dime from the Liberian people. If they take their pay, they would have robbed us and we will sue them for stealing from the Liberian people. This is illegal. You've done no work. You sat yourself down and you say you're protesting. One group say they got a number, the other group say you don't. But you don't do all of the legal things and then you want to collect your paychecks and all of these things. This is, broad day robbery. And I think all Liberians should speak against it.
Did you see the resolution from the...
I saw that resolution, my friend. What about the resolution?
Do you adhere to the cause of some Liberians who are about to stage a protest on Tuesday?
Yes, I think it's a very good thing. I will want to caution that it remains peaceful. I'm calling on all partisans of the ANC and like parties to join the protest to ensure that we can bring some pressure to bear, because we don't want our government to shut down as a result of people, trying to be political about things here. Ordinary Liberians are feeling the pinch. If we don't get budget passed, no spending done, our country will go down further.
Chairman, this is not the first time for a speaker to
They should not receive the salary from an action.
Because they have not done any work. You only get paid when you do work. You haven't done any work, why you want to get paid? You're sitting now in one hotel eating chicken hamburger and you're not doing the Liberian people work, you want to get paid? Come on.
But good people argue that what is happening up Capitol Hill is a political issue and the court should not interfere. What is your thinking about that?
Well, listen, to the extent it's political, yes, to the extent it's illegal. When the court didn't go to beg for any lawsuit, members of their body felt aggrieved and came to the court. All the court did was, look, stay all proceedings, come, let me hear the parties. Due process is a right guaranteed by our party. Then you say you will disobey that. That's gangsterism to the highest level.
Who talk about disobeying the order of the court, sir?
The other side disobeyed
the
court. The side that claims that they have majority, they sat in disobedience of the court and did not listen to the court's mandate.
You said you are chairman for the ANC. You have Anthony William, who is also
I have
of the ANC.
4 lawmakers and 4 representatives and 1 senator at the legislature.
So you have Anthony William is part of the majority bloc. You are here saying that they should not take it. So is there any penalty for your representative?
Not one that I would decree, but we've taken this matter to our National Executive Committee. In fact, I made it an agenda item for our upcoming meeting this week, and we will be discussing it, and there will be serious actions taken. Not that you don't have a right as a lawmaker to take a side or have a position or opinion on political issues in the House. No, the parties are not trying to control that. But we want you to stay within the realm of the law. And when you go outside, then that's a problem.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you make of the appointment of Councilor Koffa as chair of the Board and the Grand Council and the appointment of President Koffa?
Well, it's a welcoming appointment. We hope that it can accelerate process so that we can put this thing behind us. Every day is this Warcraft on track now, and I think he's competent enough. What is expected that he should have the political support to be able to do this job. I mean, getting the appointment is one thing, but having all of the necessary support could be the stumbling block there.
Thank you so much.
So, that's the voice of the former chairman or the chairman of. President Beze, welcome to OKTV, sir.
Yeah.
How was the meeting of this, sir?
Well, I think the meeting was good. They just heard all the parties. So they have said they have denied removing the speaker or attempting to remove the speaker.
Come again?
They said that they have a complaint, and so we'll see what the judge says. So, I mean, as it stands, what they have told the court is that the lawyers told the court that they have not done anything to remove the speaker. They did a complaint, and they are prepared to come to the chamber request the speaker to recuse himself and then carry on the process of the speaker removal. If you get it 49 at that point, you cast the vote and the speaker is removed. If you don't have it, your case failed.
Mr. President, will you support the recusal of the speaker?
Yes, I support the fact that when all of us come in the chamber under the gavel of the speaker, the complaint is laid, the speaker has to recuse himself. That's what we have said. The speaker remove himself, and then the deputy speaker or a presiding officer is elected to preside, and at that point, we hear him, and then we vote whether or not we want him to be removed. But I think again, as you see for the here, you can't read the whole thing upside down.
So before you go, Mr. President, why will you bring him? Why will you bring him?
The first thing is that the justice was very clear.
Okay.
The justice said, and our lawyer said, we have not begun the due process. It was on Thursday that the deputy speaker presided, and there has been an official communication of a complaint sent to the deputy chief clerk who received said complaint, and that complaint was presented to the justice in chamber. Nothing moving forward. Now we are going to section on Tuesday tomorrow, where the deputy speaker will preside, where the complaint will be read, where we will begin the process of due process. In the joint chamber. In the joint chamber. The law provides that where quorum is there, where transactions of business is. And as I speak to you, the deputy speaker is presiding over section.
Isn't the deputy speaker, isn't he conflicted already according to your rules?
The issues of,
isn't he conflicted?
listen to the fact, he's not a signatory to any resolution. He's not. What is happening is that there is an official complaint, and that complaint will be listened to in section.
If he doesn't join you,
that is why the justice was very clear. The justice said his prohibition was not on us not going to section.
But sir, your rules are very clear.
Our administrative.
I know your rules are very your rules is very clear.
Been to the legislature does not mean that you are interpreting what our rule says. What I'm saying to you, what the justice said a few minutes ago was that our actions were all legal. He did not place any stay order on us appearing in section. He said he did not. He said the actions that has to do with proceeding leading to the removal of the speaker, it was that proceeding that there was a stay order on, not for us not appearing in section. We are appearing in section. No,
it's not the same procedure.
There has never been any divide. There has always been the quorum. And the essence of a quorum is to transact business.
In that case, the deputy speaker is conflicted. Do you have hired only one over that body when he's conflicted?
We are hired only one.
So, from what's the fear?
In terms of what?
In terms of going to the usual chambers.
No, let me tell you something. There's no law that provides that you are restricted to a given chamber. No law provides. The law says there should be a section with a quorum of not less than 37. And that section, she has a presiding officer. But that's in Monrovia where the Senate is sitting. So that session was held in Monrovia. That session was held at the Capitol building, and we're going to proceed with the activities.
So how it all ended up there?
It was a wonderful interaction with the justice. Like it has been said in Roma that he placed a stay order on our administrative process of going to section. He said no. I did not place any administrative stay order on you people going to section. Go to section. I said the issue that have to do his removal was what I was speaking to. And believe me, we have not initiated that. The speaker will be giving due process in section. Tomorrow we'll initiate the process.
In the joint chamber.
In the joint chamber.
What's about the horses chamber where the speaker is
the joint chamber is a chamber within the Republic of Liberia. The joint chamber is an area where legislators are convening for the transactions of business.
The House of Representatives is very clear.
Daddy, I know your name is on the payroll in the legislature. So you need to know, let me say, I can prove it. I got payroll. I've seen the supplementary payroll in your name on it. So let us be very realistic. When you are compromised,
one presiding officer, that's what the law says. You want to speak to the issue?
Not the media, I say bloody.
He's a journalist. That's an allegation, and I challenge you to prove it. But before that, I challenge you to prove it.
I saw the supplementary
I challenge you before my colleagues to prove it. Can you prove it and speak to the issue? I challenge you.
You're talking about giving the.
I challenge you. I watch the representative come out. I challenge you to prove it.
Why not in the real chamber, sir?
Wisdom.
Chairman, welcome to Oka TV, sir.
You just interact with the Supreme Court regarding What's the update you have for the Liberian people concerning your to the action with the Supreme Court?
We can't say anything to the press now until the judge come out with findings.
Why are you afraid to talk to this side? You have never been afraid of the media. Can you speak to us today? What happened up there?
Any matter that is in court, you cannot solve judicially.
So when you be
unless your police have said that everything will resolve up there.
I said, with issue that has to do with the court, I got no jurisdiction to make comment on it.
Are you going to have session? The justice in chamber, sir, issued that raid. Yet still you went to session. You went and deliberated. Why can't you speak to us today? What happened up there, sir?
The issue that in court, we cannot comment on it. It will start judicially the process.
Are you going to have action tomorrow? Are you aware of that, sir? Citizens are claiming they will do state order on you who are at RLJ. Has that been brought to
not to my knowledge?
Will you be in session tomorrow, sir? Which one of the chambers will you be in?
That's not your prerogative.
Why not, sir? Your body just told you going to be in the John chambers.
Not your prerogative.
Thank you, sir.
But I think it's a chimo.
All right, good morning, Masha.
Good morning.
So, you were attending a conference today. Can you give an update from there?
Yes. The main issue here has to do with due process. The councillor, Serena Sifa, and former Associate Justice Janet, they are the one representing the Speaker Funati Koffa. And their concern has to do with the violation of his right. Because if you don't accord someone due process, it's an infringement on their rights. So they are demanding that they are not questioning the y'all go through the rightful procedure how people are removed. But they are concerned that you have not done that. You just made a resolution and then you begin to solicit signature and then you say you want to get the speaker removed and you have a separate session and you read a letter to the deputy speaker demanding that you should join you guys. So there was a question raised there was a question raised to the RFS party which has to do with the
Speaker Koffa,
Bloc, majority Bloc,
okay.
They are represented by Senator Vani Shima. He's the one representing it. And he has kind of like denied that, this man will not be given due process. That they were giving due process. And we had an interview right now with one of the lawmakers. He has said that tomorrow they will go into joint session because they have to go to joint session. There was something that the Associate Justice, what do you mean?
Justice Nchima.
Justice Nchima, what they say was keen about. He was like, oh, have you gone through XYZ? They said, well, the people are only running here because we are not even going through what they're saying. We will make sure that we have just initiated the process, but we have not gone, far. So we'll make sure this is done. So I don't know what they're talking about. And then after the complainant is that, okay, you said that you have not initiated it, but there's a letter you sent to the deputy speaker demanding or subjecting him to attend your session or else you will declare his seat vacant. So is that not something like you are having two sessions? They said no. They ensure that they will have this man giving due process, and the rule is that you have 2/3 majority before you can remove a speaker. If you have 2/3. The justice said, okay, why are you guys couldn't convene in your session? If you claim, because they said that there was a formal complaint against the speaker in which they listed the process they got with him.
So that complaint is the resolution?
They said there was a formal complaint. All right?
Okay.
Addressed to the speaker himself. But the lawyers representing the speaker said they have not seen that complaint.
Okay.
All they know that they went about soliciting signature that they should remove the speaker and they went to have different sessions. So the speaker said, why, if you had a complaint about your speaker that you elected, why you couldn't, have a joint session, you asked him to recuse himself, and then you have the deputy speaker presiding to address the issue.
All right.
So the lawyers representing the majority bloc say, oh, they will do all of this. So they will have it done, and from this interview, it is likely that they will go to joint session. If they can obtain to chair, obviously their decision will hold. You people cover the legislature, so I'll let you explain more about that.
All right.
So the entire process will conclude. Will there be any final ruling?
The justice in chamber will come up, but when you have a conference, they don't determine the same day. There will be time, so you'll get back to them. So they will not determine the same day what the outcome will be. When they go to them, that, okay, we'll get back to
So
them.
last day, they stressed the need for a due process. That's one of their key things.
So they made Edwin Snow case as a precedent, as a reference. Edwin Snow did not get due process. Maybe he resigned because there was pressure or something. But this one, they are concerned that the speaker can be removed by an authority, but give him the due process he deserves.
So that's Basa Kadesh. She has been in the conference here with our lawyer. So as you listen to her, she talked about the majority bloc being represented here by the former senator of Grand Cayman County, Senator Barney Sherman, and then also the Speaker of Bloc was also represented by Councillor Serena Seafor and that of the
former Associate Justice
Kabina Jaden. So they've argued, but one of the key people that their argument were based on, it has to do with the issue about due process. So one of the lawmakers make it clear, unless the chairperson for the majority bloc doesn't want to be precise as to what was the outcome, though this was just a conference, not a formal ruling given by the Associate Justice in Chambers, but on a due day, there will be a final verdict with regards to this question that the lawyer have been raising. It has to do with the issue about due process. As you listen to Massa, who covered this entire conference with the Associate Justice in Chamber. So again, it's all happening tomorrow, like you hear, that the guys are intending to hold session apparently in the John Chambers. But one of the things that the representative Foley family there continue to say that they will provide the due process to the speaker to let him to give the day where he has to be heard with regards to the complaint that he had against him. And then probably if they have the majority vote, because mind you, they need a 49 members to have the speaker Austin where the due process is given, and then a vote will be taken. 49 of the lawmakers will absolutely say yes or no that they want the speaker to retain or be removed off his position. But yet that the speaker is finding it difficult to hold session for the fact that there are 37 members currently that the speaker needs to conduct business within the main chamber. Now that the speaker cannot get his 37 members, that makes it difficult for him to hold session. So each day when the speaker goes to session, currently that he has 29 lawmakers, 28 lawmakers, they cannot hold session because why? They don't reach that number of 37 lawmakers. But the majority have that number, and last Thursday they were 44. So it means that they still need to do more. If they are determining to have the speaker Austin, it means that they have to get more of the lawmakers on their side. Now that the deputy speaker have crossed over, that number makes it 44. And on yesterday, there were few members of the Speaker of Bloc that met in Bon County. They hosted a meeting, the less of Yeke Koluba, the less of Ta Wambwe, and a lot of them were Senator Nathaniel McGill, resident in Bon County, having a meeting as to the way forward. And now the Speaker is currently holding a leadership meeting. Like you listen to them on the last Thursday, that there as a reliance where due to the continuing lack of quorum at the legislature or at the House of Representatives, the Speaker should entertain a motion to shut down the House of Representatives and commit that funding to the Liberian Senate. But then he said that he couldn't take a hasty decision. Why? Because they need to conduct a leadership meeting. So that leadership meeting is currently taking place at the level of the House of Representatives, and then subsequently they will decide the next course of action. But all is happening tomorrow at the legislature. That is the march at the capital. And what they're calling for is that they want lawmakers to come to the main chamber to do the business of the Liberian people and have the speaker give them due process. And now that they are concerned about number of lawmakers that are currently at RLJ Hotel who showed up the bill, who take responsibility of all of these days that they're spending at RLJ Hotel. So that's their main concern, that there will be staging of protest tomorrow. And we've been told that there will be a tight security protocol, that officers of the line will be posted there to ensure that the Capitol building is safe on tomorrow. So that's all happening again at the level of the Liberian legislature. Again, yesterday you saw on the social media page of the speaker where he posted that he stands to die a political death for the fact that if they call him to continue to defend the Constitution. A lot of them have been doing this similar social media posts. You saw that on Jerry Yokbo, you saw on Musa Ability page, and you saw on the speaker on yesterday. A lot of them have been going on with that same rhetoric. But what they will do, they will place their knee there and say that they stand ready to defend the Constitution of Liberia. So that's all we will look to see. But one of the key things that continue to play out just in the conference on today, it has to do with the issue about due process, and hope that the due process that they talk about, that one of the lawmakers on the majority bloc have said that they will give the speaker a due process and that the complaints will be looked into. So again, finally, the legal team here represented here today, Senator Vani Sherman, the former senator of Grand Cayman, represented the majority bloc, and then on the other side was where the former Associate Justice Kabina Jaden and that of Councillor Serena Seeker. They both represented the side of the speaker. So all attraction is on tomorrow at the Liberian legislature, specifically the House of Representatives. Thank you so much, my name is Yanti Tugba. Have a God bless good day for the grandson.
So keep following the OKTV. We'll be at the Capitol tomorrow to give you a necessary information all unfolding at the Capitol tomorrow. Thanks for being there. My name is Fasu Donzo, behind the camera here.